Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And, CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On first down, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 78 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light thing.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Brian Burns leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mayfield got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. On third down, Mayfield. Anderson a first down and more. Open man is Anderson. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. Mayfield from the gun on third down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Dawson's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Peyton. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down. Peyton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From just shy of midfield, Newton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Panthers touchdown. It's Benjamin with a grab. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Point after try forthcoming. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Mel Blount, the Hall of Fame corner, in on the stop. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Go. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Mike Fox.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Switch.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Go. That's me.
2nd and long. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game, and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13. Yard line here.
Their own 13-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scope.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Reggie White just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Watch 88. Watch 88. Check that.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring this one back. It's a Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Steps away to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by an American hero, Pat Tillman. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
Now Newton on 1st down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. To try again after the sack. Newton looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gonzalez. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Gun. Look at it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He finds Beckham complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Newton got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check that team. Check that team. 20. Check. 20. Check hot route. 8. Check. Kill.
Newton throwing again. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Lawrence Taylor picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Newton to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Lawrence Taylor. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They start on the ground here at Sanders. A huge play there right off the bat. 49 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Lawrence Taylor coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. Just beating the play clock is Newton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
20. Spot. 8. No. Check 3. Check 8.
Newton now to throw. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
20. Wait. 8. He's coming.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
20.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. from 21 yards away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Night Train Lane. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Gun. Back. No. Hey! Kill.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to let it go deep for the... And that'll be caught. Panthers touchdown. It's Benjamin with a grab. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Extra score, Panthers 14, Patriots 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Sanders. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Jackson. Man open, it's Moss complete. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Check.
Here's Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check, 59. All day, baby. Come on. 59 mark, 59 mark.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Randy Moss, 61 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Walter Payton, 70 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Reggie White, what a force. Got back there for the sack. After the sack on first down, Jackson is going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up on Night Train Lane. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Newton on first down. That's complete to his running back, Payton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Patriots 14. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 20.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, Z, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen.
Under 10, 10. Say, that's it.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down. But a penalty flag down as well, and if this is offsides, it's going to be a first. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
20.
From the 50, Newton. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Patriots have it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Space to maneuver at the 40. It's a foot race. 30. Past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 74 yards. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good with a PAT. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
20. Eight. Check 24. Watch twist.
On first down, Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
To throw again. Newton got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
20.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for 28 yards. Newton now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Check three. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Again, Newton letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This will be taken very short. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be taken short. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Check 37.
Newton now to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Zadarius Smith, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Gun. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Mike's 54.
20.
Mike's 54. It's a party now.
8.
Out.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know that.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Lawrence Taylor came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On second down now. It's Jackson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And going deep for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
They're running it. Watch safety. Safety's creeping.
Jackson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. On 1st down, it's Sanders. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of those you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Newton. And he's got it complete to Anderson. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian Okoye taking it in. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. For 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. 1st down, a bit of a disaster. And now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Newton. He's going to look deep for more. He's got a man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Mike 54. Oh, yeah.
Now a give, right side. Peyton, he's got the first down here inside the 30. And touchdown, Carolina! Walter Payton, 43 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because as you...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And they will take a knee here.